Hello and welcome to SDN Tech Forum. So today we are going to talk about top 7 Raspberry Pi project that you can build less than 30 minutes without much knowledge of either coding or Unix operating system. That means if you have a Raspberry Pi sitting at your desk or closet and you're wondering what can you build or what you should build, here is this is the video for you. All right. Also, to watch ev- all complete playlist, that means what all things we are doing with the Raspberry Pi within IoT segment, you can follow this link and watch the complete playlist. Here you go. As you can see, we are doing a tons of stuff with Raspberry Pi, but I am picking top 7 project that you can build in less than 30 minutes. So let's get started. Let's see what is our first project. The first project is MQTT Broker on Raspberry Pi. That means IoT. So MQTT is specialized protocol into IoT, and you can host MQTT Broker on your Raspberry Pi so that all MQTT client, essentially your sensors, can sense data and send it to the broker. Broker in turn send this data to subscriber, and subscriber can use that data in various ways. Maybe you want a fancy dashboard. That means you want to sense or visualize how the temperature in your work desk looking, or how the humidity and moisture of your garden and all those things. And on top of that, what you can do, you can introduce some kind of actuation or actions. That means you can turn on or off something, maybe a light switch, a garden hose, and whatnot, right? So the one cool thing you can build is MQTT Broker on Raspberry Pi. I highly recommend you to watch this video, IoT in Cloud, Adafruit, and ThinkSpeak, where we are actually sensing data on-prem, sending it to cloud, and then sending some kind of action back to on-prem, right? Setting up an MQTT broker on Raspberry Pi involves installing a necessary software, configuring settings, securing connections, but very easy. It's pretty much 1 or 2 lines. That's it. All right. So that's really cool. Let's go to the next one. And this is Pihole, the project called Pihole. And this is my favorite. Why? Because Pihole is a powerful network-wide ad blocking solution that can block ad and trackers at DNS level. So it started with as an ad blocking solution. That means when you go to say CNBC or Bloomberg, you will see there are certain ads start playing. Obviously, those some of the website uh, these ads are legit because that's how they make money. But some of the website ad can be malicious or trackers, so you don't want to open them. And that's where Pi-hole comes into picture. Pi-holes is essentially a DNS slash DHCP server. So this is your very own DNS server. You get control on your DNS, control and visibility on your DNS request and response. And on top of that, you can go ahead and block certain websites or links which deemed unsafe to you. At the same time, it has a community rules that a lot of developers, community folks, they are working to keep your DNS entries safe. So I highly recommend you to start using Pi-hole. And if you don't want to build Pi-hole from source binaries or packages, what you can do, you can use Balena Cloud, Balena Hub, and build it super easy. That means all you have to do, go create a Balena account, bake your image, and power on your Raspberry Pi, and it will reach out to Balena Hub, register itself, and that's it. You're ready to go. So Pi-hole, really love it. Let's go to next one. WireGuard VPN. VPNs are talk of the town because of the cybersecurity situations, right? So many malicious uh, things are going on into internet, ransomware, hacking, and whatnot, right? And we are more mobile, roaming, working from cafe, and those are the points where it's open internet. You don't know who all are connecting, and that's where VPN is a talk of town because VPN help you create a tunnel from your source to a particular destination, and then it send the traffic encrypted, right? So if you're sitting in a Starbucks, you are you want to access your bank account and it's really unsafe. So what you can do, you can turn on the VPN, connect back to your home or office, and then you can go ahead and start browsing your bank accounts and official work, etc., so that no can snoop in. WireGuard VPN, there are a lot of paid VPN solution, but why to pay if you can build it for free and very easy? So that's where I recommend WireGuard VPN, a simple workflow installation. Just follow the workflow, and that's it. Creating a tunnel is super easy. You can scan the QR code and connect to your VPN head end. So super easy, and I highly advocate everyone, if you're fond of working from remote location, various location on the go, you must have a VPN. All right, so that was a third application. Let's go to the fourth one. Kali Linux on Raspberry Pi. Again, cybersecurity related. If you are cybersecurity enthusiast and you want to learn some uh, Linux offensive, try out various type of tools and programs which can help you learn cybersecurity tools and tips and tricks, and uh, help you do it yourself. You do not need any beefy processes, CPU, high on CPU processing and storage kind of machine. You can pretty much do everything on Raspberry Pi. This is the video where we are installing Kali Linux, which is Linux offensive software on Raspberry Pi, and start using various kind of tools which come inbuilt that help you do network scanning, vulnerability assessment, password cracking, wireless attack. So it's a little bit more involved, but the value is you do not need a high power CPU or server kind of thing. You can pretty much do everything with the Raspberry Pi, and it's mobile, so that's the key uh, flexibility. All right, let's go to the next one. Snort on Raspberry Pi, a little bit more involved, right? So Snort is free and open source IDS, IPS. That means it can sniff your network traffic, and it can match malicious signatures, malwares, worms, and other thing, and it can help you keep your environment safe, right? But this one is a little bit more involved. But if you're running a small office or something, this is highly recommended, and you can get started for free. So that's the key thing. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is AWS Remote Management of Raspberry Pi. Okay, so now if you are cloud enthusiast and you are working on AWS, especially AWS cloud computing, you can see that AWS provide you a way to manage, monitor, configure all AWS cloud resources. But at the same time, AWS has come up with a function or a service that help you manage, monitor, configure on-prem devices. And that's what you can do. You can manage your fleet of Raspberry Pi from AWS console. That means you can access your Raspberry Pi if it's running some certain kind of application or something. You can very much manage the life cycle of that Raspberry Pi from AWS console. But keep in mind, managing your Raspberry Pi may incur some kind of charges. So please familiarize yourself with AWS charges. But this is really cool. You can manage your on-prem and cloud resources with ease, with same experience if you are running Raspberry Pis. All right. And this video is still private. I am hoping that by the time we are having this talk, this video will go live on our channel, and I'll put the link to this video in our description. Highly recommend you to go and watch this. Third, Next one is remote video monitoring using Raspberry Pi and mini camera. Yes, you can. Raspberry Pis are really small, and on top of that, you can connect even smaller component like a small mini camera. So you can connect a camera to your Raspberry Pi and you can use it for remote video monitoring. You can turn on off the camera remotely. You can record videos and whatnot, just like a ring. All right. So these were all our top 7 Raspberry Pi projects which you can build pretty easily, pretty quickly without much know-how of IT. So go ahead, build something, and if you happen to build something, please do let me know in comment section. Thank you and good luck and see you in the next video. Thanks.